the infinite eight to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka the highest good. It is officially 1:04 a.m. still within the witching hour. The witching hour is still young. But I um have not been as diligent with my positive affirmations Mondays, and I think I really need it for today, especially if I have to head into um some legal stuff, anticipate that there will be that I'll need to address some things directly. hmm I anticipate a response, and um I would hope that not only will these energies clean up their act, but do me right, do their job, do their justice, do justice, do justice, justice. That's what I'm hoping for. So, positive affirmations Monday edition for gifts unlocked for To the Inner Wild. That's what I'm doing. Okay. So, like I said, yesterday or the day before, I went through my pants drawer, and I didn't realize like how many of them really fit. And these are vintage ones. They're formatted more like Dickies. I think they're men's pants, but like, oh my god, they fit. They can fit. See, like, hold on. I don't even know if I could stand up for real, but look. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, it fits. It fits. I like them. So anyway, this is going to be the edition for positive. I forget, like, even when I do the positive affirmations Monday or Monday motivations, I think that's what I've been like fibbing at, sliding by with. I think it's important to kind of, um, change the patternings in which to, like, reframe the language. So it's like everyday spell casting. So it's changing the scripts. Like how Alex Trebek in Jeopardy, you have to rephrase the answer into a question. Same thing here. It keeps your mind focused on having that answer, like creative solutions. So anyway, yeah, I don't think I need to explain myself, but okay, on the left side here, this came in reversal, okay, so the recipient side. This is a somewhat like of a guru, enlightened, sitting on a warped tree that looks like the representation of the inside of a burl knot. Like enlightened. This is reminding me of the Hanged Man card. And so I'm doing this like a glorified version of it, especially with the choice of the dream interpretation cards. Is it inspiration or interpretation? Inspirational cards, yeah, dream inspirational cards. So because this is not your average tarot nor oracle cards, this will be all the I obviously need something to kind of sit my brain down for a second, and speak wisely so that I know that within every move I am in the right, and therefore there are absolutely no excuses from those that I interact with to deviate from that pattern. So let's see how that goes. Okay. And they're attracting all sorts of cats here. He's attracting all sorts of cats here. So internal, external, energy, internal. Okay, so internalize, in reversal. So I would assume this is the Hangman card in reversal. There's just a sense of enlightenment after observation. Okay, observation, which by default attracts a lot of onlookers, those that have lived many paths in life, and meaning that they each have 9 lives. So okay, so that's also attracting the attention of curiosities and curious folk, and those that are also risk takers. Okay, so that gives all the more context to capturing the attention of not just your regular Joe Schmo. Okay, okay, so that's on the recipient side. How do I phrase this? Energy. Okay, energy cards or header cards? Energy cards. Okay. All right, this is gonna take a bit. Okay. Okay. Gifts unlocked, right? Okay. This reminds me of like, whose line is it anyways? Okay, I am blessed with not only superior downloads, but with the awareness that I capture the attention of several figures of the echelon. Okay. I am not only blessed by superior downloads, but the awareness, also the awareness of capturing the attention and interests of several figures of the echelon. Okay. One more time. I am blessed not only with superior downloads, but also with the awareness of capturing the attention and interest of several figures of the echelon. Okay. Well, yay! Did it. Okay, 7.5 minutes in. Okay, now this also, is it in reverse? No, it's in upright. This is the doing side. Okay. It's almost like Final Fantasy, where a ship is drifting. Is it Final Fantasy? Anyway, a ship is drifting mid-air across the land. Yeah. So, but it's striped almost like Where's Waldo. Okay. Okay. I remain patient and within mindful observation while awaiting my ships to come in, my divine ships to come in. I remain patient and within mindful observation while I await my divine ship to come in. Okay, one more time. I remain patient and in mindful observation while I await my divine ship to come in. Okay. Yay! Twice. 2 down. Okay, so now header cards. Okay, which one is it? Okay, the Morgan Greer. Okay. Okay. Oh, darn. Are those the header cards? Or just, oh gosh. Segue. Segues. Okay. Ah! Okay. So, first one closest to me, the Hermit card. And this is on the left side, the recipient side. This is 8 of Cups. Okay, so 8 of Cups, extroverted in reversal on the recipient side. This is a segue. Okay. 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 I am gifted with reinforcement that oversees and protects, or I am gifted with reinforcement who protects and oversees my comeback on blast to ensure successful receipts. So you can read between the lines there. But okay, so I am gifted with reinforcements who oversee and protect my official and successful comeback. I am gifted with professional reinforcements who oversee and protect my official comeback. Okay. On the other side, what fell? Well, it fell right in front of me, but okay. 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 Okay, this is the only one that's extroverted. Okay. So, 10 of Pentacles, inverted, reversal. Okay. 9 of Pentacles, inverted, and 5 of Pentacles in reversal, extroverted. Okay. A lot of Pentacles here. What is it? 10, 9, and 5. Huh. Okay. I'm not sure what 6 is in numerology, but it is episode 6. Okay. What's 6? I think it's, okay, 6 is it like navigation? Finding direction? Six of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, 6 of Wands, 6 of Swords. I think they're like stats, like running stats or running vitals. That's how I perceive them. If I look across the board, 6 of Swords, navigation, finding that calm. 6 of Wands, victory. 6 of Cups, you know, your like long-term type of relationships. The feel goods, the soul vibes, the soul train vibes. 6 of Pentacles, proper exchanges. So I feel like it's running stats like vitals. I don't know. Okay, anyway. This was right in front of me. What does this give me? So this is like a shizload of pentacles like laid out right in front of me. It's like a money drop. And then you have to figure out what it means, you know, where did it come from? Who did it come from? What is the context? You know, all of that, okay? How is it going to be distributed after being in my hands? That kind of energy. So that's one part of it, okay? Gifts unlocked is basically the pentacle energy. Wealth dropped right in front of me, okay? Okay. So this is saying I am absolutely enough. I have. I have enough. I'm good. I feel good. And this is absolutely no lacking. There's no no deficit here. Okay. So being that it's right in front of me, right in front of me, it is right in front of me there is a troll. And no longer. Okay. So I am absolutely enough. I receive more than enough. Oh no, I receive what because Nine of Pentacles is meaning like it's a job well earned. I've earned all of my wealth. I've earned all of my wealth. And this is there's no deficit. Okay. So how do I do this as a positive affirmation? Okay. I am absolutely enough. I receive I get to enjoy the abundance from all that I've earned. There are no deficits. I am absolutely enough. I get to enjoy the abundance of all that I earn. And there's no deficit. I am enough. I'm absolutely enough. I get to enjoy the abundance of all which I earn. There are no deficits. Okay. Okay, wonderful. That's good to receive side by side. Okay, so now the header cards. Oh yeah, okay. Boop. 3, 2, 1, cheese. What is it? Oh, this is excellent. Oh my gosh, this is super excellent. You see, the ship is here. The ship is here. Okay, but 2 of Pentacles on the left side, the recipient side, and the official start. Like the official decree. I get to start my new life. On my right side, what's in the background? There's a castle, a creek, It looks like acres of greenery, a paved path. This is wonderful. And it's almost demystified. You see that in the background? Awesome. Okay. So, my Positive Affirmations Monday version of this Gifts Unlocked for To the Inner Wild is balance is officially achieved and my ship is here. Balance is officially achieved and my ship is here. My divine ship is here. Balance is officially achieved and my divine ship is here. On the right side, this is the official decree of my fresh start, my fresh and abundant start. Gifts unlocked. I'm gifted with the official start of a new and fertile life. I am gifted with the official start of my new and abundant life. How are we going to say this? Oh, my new abundantly fertile life. But no. My new life with fertile foundations. Yeah. Okay, so that depicts growth. Okay, so I am blessed. I am gifted with the official start to my new life with fertile foundations. Yes, that'll do. Okay. Any more? Okay. What else? What else? This is the one. This is the one. Okay. Talk about fertility. This one's in reversal. It's about to follow. It's a community that engages in watering each other. For sure. It's all about growth and support. Fueling each other, not just gassing each other up, but fueling each other. Okay. So that is about to follow. Okay. So another gift I have unlocked for myself. Or another gift unlocked for me is an upcoming community that truly supports each other. Supports each other's growth. I am gifted with an upcoming community that truly supports each other's growth. I am about to be placed in a community that supports each other's growth. Hi, that's what this is. Okay. that for better visibility. Okay. Okay. Oh, thank you. This is in reversal. This is the mental scapes of ruminating romance. Oh, okay. So, I have unlocked the realm where there's no longer rumination in romance. There, it's come to manifest. It's come the proximity and intimacy of romance is finally actualized. Rumination in romance is no longer exists for me, but the actualization of it into reality. One more time. The rumination of romance no longer exists for me. It is now manifested in actual form. There it is. That's crazy. Okay, give me a second. I'm having a little snacky. I did not expect that. Clarifiers. Because I don't want just romance. Like, dude, come on. Give me some more. Oh my god. 9 of Cups. Ace of Cups. 6 of Swords in reverse. And the Empress. Holy smackerels. Okay. So the element of romance and intimacy is actualized for me. I am... Both parties are happy. Fulfilled. Whether apart or together. We're absolutely chill. And I'm feeling just as I should. The fucking Empress. Upright. I am the fucking Empress. You know how they say, it's good to be the king. It's good to be the Empress. It is good to be the Empress. It is good to be the Empress. So these in my romantic relationships, its intimacy depicts both parties are absolutely happy, absolutely fulfilled, so chill, and it is good to be the Empress. Okay, one more time. In my romantic relationships, the intimacy depicts both parties absolutely happy, fulfilled, and fulfilled, whether together or apart, because we're so chill. And it's good to be the fucking Empress. I love it. I love it. That, I did not know what they were gonna go with, but that says it right there. That this is an absolute blessing. This is an absolute blessing. This is an absolute blessing for sure. Who'd have thunk? Like, I was just thinking about addressing the rest of today, and wonderful things, wonderful things are running amok. It's crazy. Hmm. Okay. So one beautiful thing about this is that with all that I've observed and discussed, and the seriousness of release and allowing free will to come into play, um, there's other facets of life that I can not only enjoy singularly, but be excited about. That I can truly be excited about. Like, can you imagine living the life of one of these obstinate, creatures, one of these like persistent, aggro, trying to tear shit down, trying to tear down like people's spirits, trying to do all those things. Can you imagine living that kind of life? Like that's all that they are eager to work with. Not only is it shameful, but it's a very sad life. And if I were to be objective, super lame. So, you know, that makes it so much easier to release and allow people to for me to do my job and let things come into fruition and basically put an end to all of that. You know, eventually, um, m- their ways are gonna. I'm gonna have to put an end to all of that. So I'm just a facilitator, an identifier, and it's a very important role that I am finally proud to be able to be a part of, rather than claiming like these really like these ad hoc roles and jobs and pretend that there's something purposeful. Um, so this is actually really good. Mm-hmm. This is healthy for me. And should I talk about the other thing? Give me a second. No, this is not the time. Yeah, this is not the time to talk about that stuff. Um, all right. Um, okay. So a little bit more on my fate. Yes. Okay. Gifts unlocked for To the Inner Wild. The Positive Affirmations Monday edition, season 1, episode 6. What do we continue with? Oh, I'm shuffling that way. Whoopsie. Mm. Okay. These are like children building sandcastles, but like magnificent things with sandcastles. I mean, yeah, magnificent versions of sandcastles. So the wonderful thing is that I'm not the only one that can create spectacular things out of um, um, unsuspecting material. Sand is very flimsy, just as it is like with the proper alchemy, can create some magnificent um, builds. And so I am not the only architect in this realm. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. That is actually a blessing, to be gifted with um, a placement within a community that can make magnificent things, with unsuspecting material. All right, so I am gifted with the ability to alchemize magnificent things, construct and build magnificent things within a community that can also deliver the same results. I am gifted to be within a community of very talented alchemists who think um, um, within the same league as I do. I'm gifted to be amongst a community of equally talented alchemists. That's wonderful. I like that one. Okay. Next one. Okay. This is, I'm observing. There's so many guides. Oh, you know what? This is exactly what I do. This is exactly what I do. So I'm prophesizing into like this future, right? But I'm also being observed for what I'm seeing here. But also music plays a huge role in this part of prophecy. So gifts unlocked. I'm thoroughly gifted within the realm of alchemy. I integrate music and capture the intrigue and attention of otherworldly beings. I am gifted in the art of prophecy, while integrating music, and I capture the attention and interest, the intrigue of otherworldly beings. My gift of prophecy integrates music and captures the attention, the interest, and intrigue of otherworldly beings. I practice within the gift of prophecy, which integrates music, and it captures the intrigue and interest of otherworldly beings. That's excellent. Okay. The other thing here is, it was in reversal. There's a unicorn, there's like trees of life, there's absolutely like on cloud 9 type of energy. elated, elevated, as ascended type of relationships. Okay. And that was in reversal. And then this one is also in reversal on stilts. Okay. But it's a lot more like platonic there. And then this one is like exiting with like a phoenix familiar at hand. But this one's upright. And noticing that there are very traditional, like, what is it? You can't teach an old dog new tricks type of energy. Like very closed-minded, stubborn type of individuals around her. Upright. So I am blessed. I am gifted with the opportunity to have all sorts of underground, undercover, all sorts of wonderful relationships and energetic exchanges underground. Very like sacred. While I navigate a world that needs it, that needs it up front. So I am gifted to have all sorts of wonderful, magical relationships that reciprocate properly while I navigate a realm that very much needs it. One more time. I am gifted with all sorts of wonderful, magical, reciprocative relationships underground while I navigate a world that really needs it. really needs that energy. Okay. Next ones are even while I observe the world and explore, I am looked out for by Hecate and other worldly divine beings. While I observe and explore the world, I am being looked out for by Hecate and other divine beings. While I observe and explore the world, I am being looked out for by Hecate and other worldly beings. I like it. Okay. And this one is what's in reversal. A wolf in disguise. Or no, whatchamacallit, hiding a wolf or a canine, and being like let out. But this was in reversal. Oh, I no longer have to hide my inner wolf. I no longer need to hide my inner canine. It is welcome in this realm. It is needed in this realm. I no longer need to hide my inner wolf or nor my inner canine. It is absolutely welcome and needed in this world. Okay, one more time. I no longer need to hide my inner wolf nor my inner canine. It is absolutely needed and um, warranted and welcome in this realm. And this is absolute abundance. Oh, okay. Yeah. Um, there's an extreme inflow, continuous inflow of abundance coming through to me. There's an extreme and continuous inflow of abundance to me. Um, there is an extreme and continuous flow of abundance headed to me. See, that's what that is. I like it. Okay, back to the tarot. Gosh, that's kind of that's challenging. um. Oh, thank you. Another bite of cookie. Hmm. Say a clarifier to that. Okay. Four of Cups in reverse and Ten of Wands. Okay. So, I mean, because of your comment, you said thank you for making the time. There's a brief like energy assertion there, and because Knight of Swords is kind of like also staying up at night, but I was doing that anyway. So this is also like the awareness. You must have very strong energy too, for you to like come through like that. Because Four of Cups in reversal is the right choice, and Ten of Wands is, it can be conceived of as a burden, but it's also just like a lot of work. It's it's putting in the extra effort. And so looking at this all together, it's for gifts unlocked, I am committed, or I am blessed with the commitment of having the opportunity to put in this type of commitment. That means that, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm losing sleep, that I'm staying up like with nightmares or worries, but I am in I'm excited about partaking in the craft. I'm excited about shifting gears and anticipating a better, layout of the week. I'm excited about prepping for that. I'm excited about being readily available and alert and interested and therefore healthy, um, um, to be able to show up for such a heavy opportunity. Yeah, I'm happy to be committed to something very purposeful. Um, mhm. I'm happy to be ignited by living out my purpose. I'm happy um, uh, about the what it takes on the front end. Um, I'm blessed to be equipped to be able to handle that. hmm Yeah, this type of commitment. Yeah, definitely. Um, all right. More tea? Yes, please. You know, when I put on, I think I put on some kind of like lip gloss or some kind of, I don't remember what it was, but over here on the side of my mouth, there's, what you call it, I started to get, they weren't cold sores, they were more like whiteheads, because like your skin changes after so much like sun exposure, and so your pores are a little different. And I started to get a little bit, depending on what kind of like gloss I guess I use, um if I reach to the ends of my mouth, the pores get a little clogged, and it's really hard to pop the stuff. And so, I mean, they're very very minor, but they're freaking annoying to me, so I didn't spend as much time as I should have meticulously getting at them. So, I think I messed with the skin on one side, just right there. So, every time it heals, um, there's not as much elasticity there because it's more like a scab, like just a very, very minor scab. But, so anytime I open my mouth up to like have a bite of like a sandwich or something, it cracks and it hurts. So anyway, that's that. Um, I don't know why I said it. I'm just sharing. Okay. All right. Takeaways. Yeah, because I feel like it's already been an hour, almost an hour. Um, all right. 2 takeaways for my divine collective. From here. Yes. First one is Page of Cups in reversed. Clarified by, or do you clarify? Yeah, clarifying here. The Hangman. Okay. So it must be a very opportune time for you to stand back and assert your dominance through self-love and self-care. Like, be like, what is it? Not just unbothered, but almost shameless with your self-care and your self-love. That means like dressing up, like even if you want to extravagantly when you just have like a 9 to 5, when it's a hybrid and you just show up and it's a Friday or whatever, and you dress up how, like, however, if you want to dress in a cocktail dress or whatever, if you want to dress in a suit and tie, you are definitely like legit to do so. If somebody asks, like, you just feel like it. Hmm. It's time to be living that life that you can assert your dominance through your self-care and your self-love. Like, somebody asks you to go out to lunch or whatever, it's their treat. No, 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 thanks. And, and then you end up meeting there on accident. Like, they discover you there, and you're like, I thought you didn't like. What was that? They think it's a diss, and you're like, no, I just this is my date from with me with myself. That kind of energy. Um, yeah, it's foregoing the rest because um sometimes you just have to set your foot down. Sometimes you don't even know that you need it until you express it. And that's definitely legit. And um yeah, I feel like that's for you. Mm, okay. So I guess your positive affirmation would be mm, mm, yeah, I think it's important to word it, frame it like that. I assert my dominance through self love and self care. Yeah, or um, it is absolutely valid and warranted for me to express um, self love, my self love boldly, you know, something like that, right? To boldly express self care. I think and some jobs they have this thing where it's like a mental health day. I'm taking a mental health day, that kind of energy. hmm Yeah, I think that's legally um valid. Even if it's a Monday, even if it's like, oh, a big project presentation day, whatever, I think that's still valid, you know? Hmm. Because I'm pretty sure all jobs um require basically your blood. um yeah, like sweat, blood, and tears now, just above and beyond. um I'm pretty sure. Either that or just, I don't know. We're not going to go there. Okay, it's positive affirmations Monday. All right. I assert my dominance through boldly expressing self care and self love. I um, assert my dominance through, um, yeah, self love and self care, self expression. Self expression is a big deal here. Um, mm-hmm. Yeah, this is definitely like standing out from the crowd with the hangman. And yeah, the hangman over here for sure. Okay, anyway, your second takeaway is okay. Um, Four of Swords, extroverted in reversal. So, that is about healing and recuperation. Mm-hmm. All right, your clarifier for that. Ace of Wands. Okay. Some of you might have like um a job that really drains you for sure. Um, let me see here. Yeah, I asked the inverse that, does it fuel you instead? Like, do you rest up so that you could like get to this job because it absolutely fuels you? And it's just dead silence. In fact, like I felt over here like some bruisings, like it took your blood. Like vampires, like how they like in movies or whatever, they take your hand and they're about to kiss you and they turn it over and they're gonna suck your blood. That's what I did feel a bruising here. When I asked that question. No, they require a lot out of you. They drain almost the life out of you. So this is about recuperation. Definitely it identifies and what do you call it? Magnifies your first takeaway. And so you're able to show up like first one to bat. Very creative in being able to, and agile to create, like solve a very big problem in in that community or workspace. So your takeaway, this one, let me see what other context this is. Yeah, you're able to show up like for your community. This is like the spirit stick that you show up like you're the first one to make ample coverage in the race or whatever. Then you hand it over to the next person, and then they can carry it from there. So, yeah, it's definitely asserting dominance. Like you're the first one in line that can carry it further and kind of boost up your team by setting the example. So definitely, I feel like you're in a position, maybe with or without the norm of that being the case. This would set you up to be in the position of being a good example, and of influence, of great influence, in your grouping. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So your positive affirmation would be. Mm, mm, I claim back my power so I am able to show up in full force. hmm This is my life, and I claim back all my power, my energy, and resources to show up in full. So for the remainder of it. Yeah. hmm I claim back all my power, energy, and resources so that I am able to show up in full force for the remainder of it. Mm-hmm. Let me get that one more time. I call back all my power, energy, and resources so that I am able. All right, this is my life. I claim back all my energy, resources, and power so that I may show up in full force for the rest of it. Those are good takeaways. Okay. So, 2 takeaways for my partner in P's and Q's. No takeaways for my... Wait. I'm going to ask him right now. So, for my partner in peace and quiet, would you like takeaways? Okay. I have to specifically name it peace and quiet rather than P's and Q's. I looked up P's and Q's. Can you imagine? P's and... You would think. I thought I like guessed it right. P's and Q's. But I remember looking it up before and I don't remember it being peace and quiet. It should be peace and quiet. You know what it stands for? When they say mind your P's and Q's. It's mind your pints and quarts. What the... No, we're going to update that, okay? Mandela effect, do your thing. All right, so, all right, I'm going to ask one more time to my partner or partner is in peace and quiet. Would you like 2 takeaways? Or partner in peace and quiet. Okay. This dude said, that's a singular. That's not pluralized. Let me just... Okay. Okay. For my partner in peace and quiet. Okay, your first takeaway is... Okay. 7 of Cups in reverse. Yes, chosen one. Oh, wait, what did you show up with? Is this your clarifier? No, that's not your clarifier. Okay, your true clarifier is... 8 of Pentacles. You're choosing to do the work, but you're also chosen to do the work. You're choosing and you're chosen to do the work. So free will at play while being like the top of the league and being like assigned. Yeah, for sure here. So you're working expert mode and diligently on your craft, whatever the frig that is. Yeah, meticulous. But it's easy for you to like remain focused here. I don't see any expression of wear and tear in your face. Just eyes at ease and remaining like steady. You're putting muscle power into it. So it appears as though you've found the tool or the option to go with to move forward. Right tools, right way, right method, right way to move forward. Okay. So is it okay. So you are choosing to put the work in and intuitively know the way to move forward, the way to proceed. Okay. So you are choosing to put the work in and are intuitively know the way to progress. Yeah. All right. So you're both chosen and choosing to put the work in and know intuitively. Gosh, how do it... let's be a little bit more eloquent here. Not only are you chosen, but you are choosing to put the work in and are intuitively know the way to progress. Yes. Okay. Yeah, because you're really, really good at what you do. That's what it's saying here. Okay. That's another variation of but like a more blessed variation of saying that you are minding your own peace and quiet for sure. All right, so but this is not like vacation day type of energy. This is like keeping steady. All right, okay, your second takeaway is okay, Queen of Cups. Okay. Internal, external, external. Is this um internal, external? Okay, so they said that this is external, and I asked if this was family or me. And they said it's family. So you have someone in your family that's fondly looking upon you, looking over you, upon, over, upon. Okay. Yeah, there's something I don't know. I don't know this person, but gosh, so I asked if it was external, and it's yes, and I asked if it's family. They said yes, but it's like it feels like close family, like divine feminine for sure, embodied in a female, and so it's not a wife, but they did say it's and it's not a grandmother, um, it's a mother, but definitely an aunt, like an auntie. So I don't know what the fuck. I don't know, but that's what it's saying. It's okay. Let me see. Wife, grandmother, mother, aunt. Yeah, it's mother and or aunt. That is like looking over you. Looking over you. I don't. Okay. Clarified by almost like kind of like protective, protective, guiding, protective, interested. They said protective, guiding, interested, interested, guiding, protective. Mostly protective. If anything, protective. I don't know what that means, but okay. Okay, clarified by King of Pentacles, extroverted. Oh, because they see who you are and what you could develop into. that you're highly industrious, you're good at what you do. Whether you're new to a subject or whatever it is at current state, they see the long range, like what you, um, like they can see what you could be in the future. And so they're very protective of you. Yeah, see? King of Pentacles, extroverted. See here, you're not really wearing the crown right here. Like you're in work mode. And so they're looking directly at you. So, you know, like looking over you. Very protective. Because they see, this is what they envision. This is what they see for you. I don't know what that means, but it's okay. Yeah, because this lady gives me like Game of Thrones type of energy, even though I don't watch that show. That series is too like intense, like drama for me. But yeah, like it gives me like a feeling of Game of Thrones energy. I mean, this is wonderful that it's a Queen of Cups that's upright. Hello. It looks very dimly lit here, so it's hard to see the pictures. But no, I'm not blind. All right, so your positive affirmation, my partner in peace and quiet is I am well protected. Right. I am well protected by divine feminines in my family. My future is, I am well recognized by divine feminines in my family, and therefore very much protected. I am how did we even say it? I am what is it? I am well thought of by divine feminines in my family, and therefore I am well protected. Okay, I'll just leave it at that. You can modify accordingly. All right, my 3 takeaways. Oh, first off, 9 of Wands in reversal on the bottom. And then on the top is 5 of Cups in reversal. So it's a graceful goodbye. So it's kind of like we don't have to continue showing up for other energies. It's just not really the guard down, but just giving it a rest. Giving old shit a rest. It's a graceful goodbye, graceful release. All right, so my first takeaway is Page of Swords, learning. Okay, clarified by Ten of Swords. I'm learning how to kill it, basically. Become an assassin. I'm learning how to become a wise assassin. I take after Archangel Michael, and I'm learning how to become a wise assassin. I take after Archangel Michael, and I'm learning how to become a wise assassin. I take after Archangel Michael, and I'm learning how to become a wise assassin. Yep, okay, that's my first takeaway. My second takeaway is yeah, the High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, they said, because like I could have just said like, oh yeah, I am learning how to become more kick-ass, but it's so much more elevated than that. I'm in learning mode, meaning that like there are certain trade secrets in taking after Archangel Michael. You know, I have to keep that kind of undercover. I have to keep the knowledge discreet. I have to kind of keep humble while I'm retaining information and learning. So High Priestess is in learning mode and more like so private. It is like a private course, okay? Clarified by Queen of Pentacles, extroverted. Yep, this is basically my job. I am learning uh, I am learning with absolute discretion the material I need to do my job in superior form. I am, while learning from Archangel Michael, I exercise extreme discretion to gain the materials in order to do my job in superior form. Under the mentorship of Archangel Michael, I hold extreme discretion in the learnings and material to be able to do my job in superior form. Okay, that's good. All right, my third takeaway is Queen of Swords in reverse. Very cutthroat, holy smokes. This is internal. This is internal, okay. Okay. Clarifier to that is right. The Lover's card in reversal. Extroverted. So these are gifts unlocked. Taking after Archangel Michael, there's a certain level of being absolutely blunt. And this is not being careless with words. This is more so like Archangel Michael is telling me to be a straight up bitch. Like I have to be very exacting with my words in order to stop bullshit like this. Like the extreme bullshitters. So like these are this is the Lover's card in reverse on extreme. These are people who abuse the realms of intimacy to get whatever they need, whatever they want. And so Archangel Michael is calling me to unlock this force of being very exacting with my words, just like how I was with I know I was kind of brutal with what I said about the lady, at the grocery store and following me. Excuse me. Uh, just taking her down several notches. But they said, I mean, Archangel Michael is telling me to follow basically the same format in taking people down. Like, whatever, how do I say it? I know there are certain things that I can say that people cannot unhear, whether it's years from now or whatever. That it holds the same potency, if not more so, because it has some recollect all of these like feelings and impressions of things that are, it's kind of like a root cause analysis, except I do the first dig, like a ribbon cutting, and then I hand the shovel, I push a shovel back at them, and they do the rest of the digging, so on their own. And that's kind of um by default, like it digs at them, it digs at them, it digs at them, so they have to do the digging themselves. It's kind of like automated. Whatever comments I make, it really digs at people on a very customized level. And Archangel Michael says that I have to, that's part of my job, that I'm talented with uh diction, expression, tone, and timing, context, all of that. So use it to my, or the greatest advantage. And there are inevitably going to be people that are absolutely stubborn, that don't get it, and that are determined to be stuck in their own ways. And this kind of breaks the spell in order for them to kind of change up their, to kind of just like wake up. And it is kind of a rude awakening at that point, but it's an awakening nonetheless, which, they would be doomed without, for sure. So it is important for me. It is vital for me to not just be firm, but effective and stern when I need to be. That it might come off cruel at times, but it's exactly the dose that's needed for these energies. And so the gift unlocked for this Positive Affirmations Monday edition is the power to do so. You know how they say, oh, do you have the warrant for this arrest or whatever? This is the permission slip straight up from Archangel Michael, to say what needs to be said, however it needs to be said, whenever it needs to be said. Let me just get a clarifier. Hold on. Yes. And it's not needed in all instances. Just to clarify, it's not needed in all instances, but there are times where I will have to do that. And it will be very much not just on a professional level. This is going to hit on a personal level for sure. Like, their inner child will hear it. Let me get a clarifier for it, because that's 7 of Wands extroverted. Yeah, absolute leverage. Like, pay no mind on, yeah, just, yeah, it's leverage. It's, Yeah. Like everyone else has the same amount of abundance on their sticks. So these are victors in certain essence, in a certain essence. So it's not like they're new to the forum. They know what it means to win. They these energies probably just got greedy or egoic or whatever, um so they no longer have the vantage point. So yeah, definitely, um um like those are the energies that can't stand to see anyone else win, even when they're proven to show up better. Yeah, and then one more from here, just because like I need a visualization on it. Yeah, this is extroverted form. Um, it's truly a gift. I mean, this issuance, you know, to the rest of the crew. So this is issuance for the highest good of the collective. Okay. So my positive affirmation would be I exercise the divine right to speak the truth wisely and effectively for the highest good. I exercise the divine right, my divine right, to, under Archangel Michael's mentorship and guidance, to speak the truth effectively and firmly for the highest good. I exercise my divine right under Archangel Michael's mentorship to speak the truth wisely and efficiently at any given time for the highest good. And so it is. Okay. That's good. Um yeah, I'm good. My energy is good. Um I'm not ill. Mm. Mm. No, I'm not ill. I think maybe it's the lighting. I don't know. Maybe there are other energies here. There are other energies that misuse their gifts, um, and they cast illusions, so that there are sometimes they cast like some kind of like illusion spells that will make viewers feel like an aversion or sickness or whatever when they drop into certain creators forums. And so I don't I'm not ill at all. um I mean, I don't have any sickness. I'm not tired. I got a lot of sleep. Um And yeah, I mean, I was just, I think I just remained very focused earlier today. You want to see the arrangement of what I did? Give me a second. Ouchie. This is part of it. This is my meditation exercise. Cleaning and sorting through an array of buttons, vintage buttons, color coding them. This is just one tray. So I'm prepping my my stuff. I'm organizing my stuff. I have like 1 or 2 more boxes to sort through, but that means I'm all the more ready for you know, that's a multi-level exercise. Sorting stuff is fun for sure. Yeah, let me grab a pretty button. All right, divination with buttons. Let's see here. All right, okay. What best describes my audience here? I shall grab 1, 2, 3, 3. First one, that one. Second one, third one. All right. There's 2 with trios here. Archangel Michael is in effect over here. So some of you may be like Freemason background, because Archangel Michael tends to be big with Freemasons. Um Some of you are creative to the point of triple threat. Like nobody can really guess your form because it is very much free form. This is kind of like a marbled effect in each button, so to each their own, as well as your own creations. So nobody can really kind of corner you into saying you're this or that. You're saying they'll just say you're, well, they're kind of sort of like this. So you can never really be put in a box. This has like more of like a strawberry look to it. And it's not just marbled. There's some kind of like glistening to it without it being too glittery. So there's like an ethereal feels to it, but like a kind of strawberry feels forever to it. So there's a whimsical nature to some of you here. Yeah, don't need to over explain that. And then our second one, this is kind of like an army format type of button here. It has a lot of dimension within its 3D effect. So not only does it have thickness to it, but it has spatial curvature to it. You see, as it, you know, tilts like that. So you have like what appeals to your eyes are something out of the norm, almost like museum like in its artistry and form, but very like utility based as well. Yeah, some of you may have served. Yeah. Yeah. But I wouldn't call this a basic button. I would just say it appeals to the eyes for those that appreciate architecture and form out of the norm. So this is kind of like modern, but also vintage based, without going over the top. So it's not super ornate. It's more of the form that is out of the box when it comes to buttons. Do you see what I'm talking about? Yes. So there's that. Yeah, a slight traditional appeal, but yeah, a slight anyway. The other one is blue verging on the realm of slate. You also have certain impressions left on you, like you appreciate other beings around you. So you have at least 2 favorite beings that have left an impression on you. You may also have kids here. But slate is a very particular color, neither blue nor gray. It verges on the in-between. So these are energies that are more like book readers, who enjoy it like as a hobby, a novelty, as equal to watching TV. In fact, the interest that you have for book reading, you wouldn't box it in with the same luxury and um, investment as watching TV. They're two different like entertainment factors. Yeah. So this also shares the same sentience as the green buttons. But this one is a bit more simplified, more traditional, less artsy, more within the mental scapes, I would say. So a green would be more of like a visual person. This one is more of like within the mental scapes. Like the artistry is within the mental scapes. Interpretation and personal impressions hold a great deal of weight over anything else that may be aesthetic or considered extra. All right, there's that. That was fun. Divination buttons exercise. Yeah. All right, that's it for now. Who are you? What are you talking about? What is going on over here? What is going on over here? People are crazy. All right, that's it for now. I'm sure someone out there appreciated my divination button session. Other than myself. Even if it was just myself, I had fun doing that, so. All the more power to me. All right. That's it for now. So, thank you for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. I'm gonna have to kick you out. Okay. Alright. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, energy, essence, gifts, strength, properties, passions, pursuits, from those that call upon, catch, generate, bring, magnify, multiply, or any variation thereof, the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought, form, pattern, and or entity, to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for reformatting to love and light energy, and to be refortified in me, only me, hassle-free, no doubt and no attachment, except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. Now, upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of rollout. In light and love, I close the portals in these readings. Now.